For parents and guardians of young kids, there's another big piece of the affordability equation: childcare. Redfin is partnering with Winnie, a leading childcare marketplace, to bring information about nearby preschools and daycare providers directly to Redfin home listing pages. So as families explore homes and neighborhoods, they can also get a clearer picture of the childcare options around them and make a more informed decision about where their family can thrive.
Parents don't think about housing and childcare as two separate bills. These are two of the largest expenses that young families have to consider in the years leading up to kindergarten. And so when they're considering a move, they really have to take into account both the cost of the home as well as the cost of childcare, and then, of course, job opportunities in the place that they're moving to.
New research from Redfin and Winnie shows just how important that bigger picture can be. Nationwide, a typical family with young children spends more than half of its income on housing and childcare combined. But where you live can dramatically change that equation. In Los Angeles, those two expenses can consume nearly 97% of a typical family's income. In New York, it's about 95%.
What really stood out to me in the data is just how much where you live changes the equation. I used to live in Seattle. When I lived there, childcare cost almost as much as my monthly mortgage for 2 kids. When we moved to Santa Barbara, the equation changed. Childcare is surprisingly affordable. We spend about 1/5 the amount on childcare as on our mortgage payment.
That's why looking at home prices alone doesn't always tell families what they really need to know. Bringing childcare information into the home search gives families another piece of that puzzle. With Redfin and Winnie, families can consider more than the home itself. They can start to understand what life around that home could actually look like. Want to learn more? The full breakdown is live now on Redfin News.